Hi, it's been a while since I've done a podcast. It's been a bit busy in my world this year, but you're about to see a travelogue, the first one we've created for a while, on our recent trip to Arizona. The reason we haven't got round to doing podcasts lately is because I've been publishing quite a few books. This one came out this year, which is Between Here and Hell, a dark fantasy, quite scary in places. And then I moved into pitch books. As you might know, I brought out Chicken Wizard last year. Well, yesterday I brought out Sheep Ingle and The Swarm. And next month I'm bringing out The Tales of Timmy and His Magic Toe Beans. And yes, this is the proof copy I've still got here on my lap. So on to the travelogue. Thank you. Uh, I am going to. It's all right. It's my IT manager who oversees all this. Yes, thank you very much, David. So we're going to land at Phoenix Airport. We're going to travel down to Marana, stay a couple of days, and then we head off to Winslow, where the famous song was made on the corner at Winslow, Flagstaff, Sedona, and Bisbee, although not in that order. And also we stayed at Lake Powell because we went for a bit of shooting as well. Okay, I hope you enjoy it. Please feel free to leave a comment or a thumbs up would be nice. And my website, same as usual, carolmsalter.com, where you can buy, well, no, that way, any of my work and the ones I've just shown you. Oh, and order from Waterstones. Thank you. Hi, this is a bit weird, but I'm doing a second intro, and the reason for that is you may notice I'm actually in different clothes to a second ago. I'm now in, if you can see me with camouflage on, I'm now in camo, and I have green eyeshadow. So a lot has happened since we did the introduction and started the initial tidy up of my recordings. In my personal life, and those of you who know me locally will know what some of those things were. So as a result, we've had time to preview my husband's podcasts and reels that he did, and I have combined them into this podcast. So in some places my husband is speaking, and in other places I'm speaking. Sadly, listening to them, he does a much better job than I do. His camera's better, his voice is better. My son, which is there, where are you? There, is nodding. He's much better at this than me. Oh well, can't be brilliant at everything, can I? Anyway. So we're going to show you the complete podcast, which is a little bit longer because my husband's one has been included. There's little tiny hummingbirds, which are gorgeous, and I couldn't let them go. And there's a few other elements I really liked. I'll see you again at the end, and watch out to see what clothes I'm wearing. Goodbye.
17 miles ahead on the route. Slow traffic.
If you're coming on holiday to Arizona, you could do worse than stay here at this beautiful hotel. Goodness, I don't know where to begin really. This is the bathroom, massive shower, jacuzzi bath, fridge freezer, and then we have our own balcony. Shall I take you out? Oh. This is our balcony, which is stunning. And in a little bit, I'm going to show you downstairs. So this is the hall that we came down. It's absolutely beautiful. I'll show you downstairs in a minute. But first of all, we also have a community balcony to sit out on. Double lounger if you get bored. View of the Red Rock Mountains. Hummingbirds everywhere, by the way. It's just gorgeous. Well recommended. Oh, and by the way, there's on tap tea, coffee, hot chocolate, cookies, cold drinks, you name it. They have it. And the hotel feels like it's 2 or 3 buildings that have been put together, a bit like Seville. I mean, the stairs alone are amazing. So this is just one piece of the hotel where you can sit. They have a restaurant. It feels like a family home. It's beautiful. Okay, we're coming down the road through Old Town in Sedona. It's beautiful. If you want somewhere to stay, this is a lovely place to stay. The scenery's amazing. There are so many little quaint shops and artisan things, and also alternative shops for psychic readings and things like that. So maybe a bit of witchcraft is in the air. So this is Sedona we're sort of coming out of. Into?
Downtown Sedona.
Downtown Sedona, I stand corrected. It's very green, lots of hummingbirds and lizards and things that look like warthogs, but they're not. I can't pronounce it. So this is downtown Sedona, and last night we ate up there somewhere on the side. It is rather stunning. If you want scenery, this is sure the place to come. Yeah, so we're over there on the left with the view looking out over all of that, which is quite a good drop. There are some amazing houses up there, and I wouldn't have thought it was cheap to stay here or to live here.
Uptown Sedona.
Oh, we're in Uptown. Apparently we're in Uptown Sedona now, which is not so easy to film because it's a bit bumpy. Oh, and you can see my hands with the wing mirror. I just realised that. Uptown Sedona, not Uptown Girl then. And each roundabout, there's a lot of tin sculpture everywhere. Each roundabout has a massive Native American thingamajig sculpture over it. And I'll see you later. We'll be going over that in a minute. The tops of the trees. And that's been stickered to death. At least there's no snakes. Pretty steep up there.
This is Oak Creek.
Oak Creek. Just, I don't think I can bend round to see it. Oh, there's loads of people down there, which you can't see from up here. And there are loads on the river. We've been stuck in traffic. Compared to Britain, the traffic lights here actually tell you how long you're going to be waiting for, and it was 15 minutes. Then it says 1 minute to go. We reckon there might have been a landslide or something. Look, there's the landslide. They're pinning the road up where it's fallen down. The rocks are always going to be falling down here, judging by the state of the hills. A hazard of driving around here, I should imagine. The roads are quite bendy. A nice 180 bend. Looks like another landslide ahead of us. This has actually been bricked up, which we've seen nowhere else. No wonder the roadworks here are so long. Fencing up here. We were somewhere down there earlier. Feels a bit like the Italian job. It's a long way up yet. We are still going up to the scenic view. Pretty scenic now. We were looking at squirrels while we waited for the lights to change. Nearly at the top, still going. This is 1,000 feet to the entrance of the scenic view. This is Coconino National Forest.
This is Oak Creek Canyon. It's heading towards Flagstaff out of Sedona, and further down we haven't been there yet, but there's masses of people sitting on red rocks, and I've just come from up there on the road.
How's this for a view? Bit windy. This is the church that's built into the rock. Wish we were going to go looking in a minute when I've got my breath back. We're only halfway up the hill. Here we go.
This is the Church of the Holy Cross, just outside Sedona on the I-179. It's a church built in the 1950s on the top of a hill.
Oh, I made it to the top. I think that's nearly all of Arizona down there.
okay. We can handle 2+ million a year.
Really? Did you hear that, folks? 2+ million a year coming here. It's pretty awesome, isn't it? And yes, I'm going to the gift shop now.
Well, this is Winslow, Arizona. This is just on the outskirts of town. Apart from the actual place, centre of town, there's not a lot here. Mind you, the trains are just absolutely massive. And he's just about to start off. It's probably about a mile long, that train. And he's only got 2 engines, and some of them have 4.
This is another train, closer, that is apparently moving. Excuse the lorry. Lorry alert! I don't quite know where the end is. I can't see the beginning of it. That's how long they are. They're just huge. They go on for miles. I can't get it all in.
So this is the Painted Desert Petrified Forest. This is about a 28-30 mile national park we've driven into. There's hardly anybody here, not surprising, it's midday, blazing hot. I think there's one other car in the car park apart from us. And we'll be on our way in a little bit through to the next bits. But this is about 20 miles south of Page, and this is the north rim of the Grand Canyon. And it just goes on for miles. But as ever, there's tourist stuff for sale.
So we were at the top there where you can see the building, and to move around here you have to be brought by these noisy carts you can probably hear going past. It's the only way down to the marina. This is part of the massive extension that is Lake Powell, and these little carts take everybody everywhere. You just ring a buzzer and they come. Oh, let's stand up. And they continue off that way. Yes, I am by the rubbish. So I didn't realise that till I sat down in the shade. It is only 8:30 and already it is very hot. Lake Powell, and we're in Antelope Canyon. Oh, it's pretty awesome. And we're going around in a minute to see that. And guess what? We turned up. Oh God, it's a bit wiggly. And we're the only ones on the phone. Tell them what the house sitter did.
Our house sitter left our back door open and put a bowl of food down for the cats.
You're on telly now, folks. Make sure you wave.
Came in the house and she couldn't get out of the house. Yeah, it's not good.
That'll be $50 each.
Oh yeah, you don't want to get me. I mean, they're very good, but people have them.
Not for me. Come on, you're on telly. You'll be on my YouTube channel later. Oh, yeah. See you. Bye.
I'll do it. Let me help.
Right, I say later, it's going to take some editing. I've done 28 of these now. And we've only been here a week.
Let me out. I'll do the jump.
Are they jumping?
Yeah.
Oh my God, they're jumping.
Come on, do a flip! Go flip!
Oh, wow.
Woo! That was cool. You're cool.
That is definitely going to be on the YouTube channel. These are kids doing this.
Oh man, look at the little one.
Yeah, I remember those days. Standing on top of the council office buildings. Okay, I make no apologies for doing another one, but I couldn't not share this. And I hope you can see it because it is so bright. I can hardly see what I'm doing. Except the reflection. Oh, we've got here just before a coach load of people just arrived. So that's a bit lucky. But this is Lake Powell from the top. We're somewhere down there, and we've been on the boat tour this morning down there, and it's part of the Colorado River. Goes on for miles, hundreds and hundreds of miles. Just thought I'd do a complete 360 while I was waiting for Michael to arrive in the car. Oh, he's gone. There you go. So we're back in Clean Canyon now, where we came from. There's Lake Powell over there, and we're saying goodbye to Utah, which I still haven't found the sign for. Anyway. Okay, so this is something I haven't seen before. This is a wind turbine blade up close, well, as close as we're going to get to it, laying on the ground waiting to be transported, I think. I don't know if I can zoom in on it. That's it on its truck. Not something you see every day. A wind turbine blade sitting at the edge of it. City of Flagstaff purchased the whole thing in 1999.
When you get a train here, you really do get a train. So here we are on the top of a mountain, Mount Humphrey I guess, and we're going up on the gondola ride. And this is just the bottom of it because we took 7 miles to get up this hill to the start of this, and that's where we're going, up the top.
We are 11,700 feet above sea level. Oh my God. And still going up. End is in sight. The beginning is not.
This is 11,500 feet. It's as high as we can go. And you can see the plains below us where we drove up, a 7-mile drive up through the hills, the gondola. Then in the far distance you can just see Lowell Observatory, and then to the left of that you can't see it, but that's Flagstaff, Route 66. We're 11,500 feet and we're just about to drop off the edge down into where the cars are parked down there, but that's still about 7,000 feet up. And this is going to go pretty quick, I'm guessing, at this point. Whoa. Oh my goodness, yes, it is. Whoa, I'm going to have to sit down.
Whoa!
Oh, we're bouncing all over the place. That is awesome. Whoa. And we're going down. Faster than I thought we would. Definitely faster than we came up.
Okay, the weather's deteriorated quite a bit on the way down to the Tucson. Over on our right we've got what looks like a sandstorm coming over, and then behind that is a massive storm as well. We've already had several dust devils. I don't know if a sandstorm's going to hit us before we get past it. We're right in the middle of it. You can probably hear it's very windy. You see the lorry in front of us is the sheet on it is rattling away like crazy. So fingers crossed we get where we're going safely without being too blown by the sandstorm coming in or too wet by the massive rain cloud that's behind us that's chasing us. Bye.
Titan II launch control room.
3, 2, 1, launch. Turn and roll. Great. You can let go and have a seat. Thank you both so much. So we've got our first light launch enabled, so we know we have the correct code, and we have the second light, batteries activated. Now, this light's the longest part of the sequence.
I just want to make sure.
Yeah.
We just passed the point of no return.
That's
Is that
correct. Unless something on this panel goes wrong, it won't stop. Like, you can't stop it. If it stops automatically, it can, because it's what all these warning lights are for. But yeah, once you turn that key... Oh well, Mr. President. All right, we just got our next light, APS power, so the missile's detached and running on its own power. In just a few seconds, we'll hear the bell ring. As the silo door is opening up, getting out of the way for our missile to launch. We have guidance go, so the guidance system has all the info it needs. The missile knows where it is, and it knows where it's going. A few more seconds, we'll hear the klaxon as the fire engine light comes on. So one last light. There it is. Could you read it again, please? Lift off. Lift off. All of that in just 58 seconds.
So that was just after a simulated launch. We're going down to see the Titan II missile down the cableway. And this is where the actual missile is.
Okay, well, I'm pleased that some of you have either watched the podcast or fast forwarded to the end to actually check what clothes I might be wearing at the end of this video. Yes, I am still wearing the same ones with the cat earrings and, oh God, I can't do this back to front, the cat brooch. So I hope you enjoyed it all. I really had a lovely time. I would recommend Arizona, but try not to go when it's super hot like we did. And before you switch off and go, you might like to know that during our holiday we had a wonderful house sitter from Trusted House Sitters, and she decided to do a bit of wildlife hunting herself. At the end of this video there's a very, very small clip of a little guest she invited in by mistake instead of our cat. Till next time, goodbye.